Hello everyone, I'm Kalen North and welcome back to Spirit Island. Today we're going to be continuing our Learning Habsburg series. We're going to be taking on Habsburg 3 today, so we're working our way up the adversary still. With this level, we remove an additional Stage 1 card, which means that those Stage 2 escalations are going to hit a lot faster, unless we get lucky with coastal lands again. But either way, it's probably going to be a little bit harder. We do also add another Fear card to the deck, but so far that hasn't really been relevant. We keep winning at Terror 2, which is my expectation until we hit level 4, that's going to continue to be the case. As usual, no scenario. We are playing with Branching Claw and Jagged Earth and events turned on. So let's go ahead and get into the game. All right. We start in the wetlands this time, which is a little frustrating. We've got 2 inland wetland towns that are going to cause problems here. I'm almost tempted to try and do a strange opening here where I actually play a bunch of cards with lightning turn 1, just because it might be useful to try and actually handle some of those inland wetlands. The other thing we could do is we could just let them go to some extent. We are going to get way too many towns in there that we'll need to deal with next turn in order to avoid lost condition blights. But you know what? Let's do that, because we got to prep for when these towns are going to be durable and they're going to be too hard to hit anyway. So let's do that. We're still going to be able to wash away towns in A5 and that kind of thing. So let's have lightning grow out into A3. Let's have river grow. Let's see. A2 is kind of just going to be a mess, I think. So we could grow into it, but I think I'm inclined to just grow down to board B and let lightning maybe try and ping a town from A2 if we really need it. I don't see a good way to handle that, though. So let's just go and grow onto board B. Get more spread across the island. We can potentially do some good stuff with our innate and everything this turn. So let's do that. Let's finish playing cards. Invaders build in the wetlands. We get a lot of towns. Click on a town to gather it. So we're gathering into B1. Oh, we can actually gather the town from B5 first into B1 so that we don't get as much in B6. That's kind of helpful. All right. So it looks like sand's explored. So we're going to want to do something about these big giant lands. And by big giant lands, I mean the wetlands that are full of things. A2 is going to be fine, I think. We probably won't take a lost condition blight there, so I'm going to leave it alone. Massive flooding and wash away. I'm intending to probably try and deal with A5 with those, although we will have a sped up innate next turn, so we could potentially just try and solve it with that. In which case, massive flooding and wash away we could use to try and deal with some of these sands instead, and try and limit their building. So Let's do that, actually, because then we can try and pocket A8 next turn in case jungles come up. I think that's reasonable to do. So massive flooding. I'm gonna take. Well, I would rather leave A7 alone. Actually, I'd rather deal with the blighted. Well, yeah, I'd rather deal with the blighted explorer and land A4. So let's massive flooding that one out to here, and then wash away those 2 explorers into, let's say, B2. River's Bounty, I want to go ahead and pull some Dahan together. I don't think we're going to be able to get B1 solved in time, so I think I'm just going to pull the Dahan out of B1 and B7, try and avoid the cultural assimilation hit for now. We can push some of those Dahan back in if we need to later. All right, so now let's have lightning go. We are going to largely solve, let's see, so B6 is going to blight, but it's not going to lost condition blight. B1 is going to blight, and that's okay. We're going to have lightning grow, I think, to I'm thinking of going into A5 because I'm planning to solve A5. So let's do that. And then river is going to come down this way, and we're going to burn our innate there. I wonder... Well, no, because we're going to get the escalation. I do kind of want to take blight in both of the wetlands on board B. So I don't want to go into the wetlands yet. Instead, I will have river... I think I'm going to have river take a step towards A1 because I'm planning on pushing a bunch of towns in there, and make a sacred site in B4, just to try and get that stuff, get more coverage on that board. So then let's go ahead and reclaim River's Bounty, play these three, and then, yeah, we will finish playing cards. Boon of Vigor on Lightning, Lightning's Boon on River. We've seen all this before. Massive flooding here in A5, take out a town and push 3 towns into A1. We could actually push them to A6. No, there's a town in A2 that's gonna pull into A4 anyway. Never mind. River's Bounty, I kind of want to take the Dahan out of A2 to save it, and just put 2 Dahan in, well, 3 Dahan in A1, where we've got all those towns, because that way we can avoid cultural assimilation again, and also save a Dahan from just dying. So that seems good. At this point, I'm not sure what I want to do with Lightning's with Lightning's powers here, because we don't really have anywhere that really urgently needs them. We have places where we could use them as sort of insurance. I'm thinking B6 and A2 in particular. We could try and stop from just losing. If an event comes up, we can try and avoid lost condition blights, basically, is what I'm thinking. We could potentially double hit B1 to stop the blight, but again, we want to actually take that blight. I'm thinking I might want to try and save Lightning's Thundering Destruction and Shatter Homesteads for the slow phase, along with Harbingers of the Lightning, just because I don't know exactly where they're going to explore yet, and we're going to get that escalation that could be really painful. So for now, let's go ahead and Flash Floods. You know, we could Flash Floods A7 and stop the build there. And then there won't be a town pulled in, and that land is just totally handled. So that's actually kind of nice. A4 is going to get a town. If B3 will probably get a town from B2, I think. And I think, yeah, B5 is definitely going to get a town. So let's burn Flash Floods here, and then I'm just torn on whether I want to actually try and hit a town here or not. Probably not. I think I want to save all of these for the slow. It is a little risky doing that because a bad event could cause a lost condition blight here or here. But I think that we want to be able to target towns in the sands after they get pulled in order to make those a little safer. So I'm going to finish using powers. Harvest Bounty, Harvest Dust. If the island is healthy, on each board choose a land with town or city and ravage there. Okay, that's not ideal. Coordinated strikes in each land with 3 or more Dahan, 2 damage, and defend 2. So, we're going to take some blight here. Where are we going to take it? So on board B, I think we trivially do B2 because we don't want to get extra cascades from these. And on board A, I really don't want to lose those Dahan, but I also don't want to have to take... Well, if we do take a cascade, that's less towns from the escalation. So, and we'll still stay healthy this turn. Wait, will we? We're going to take 1... No, we're going blighted almost immediately here. Yeah, I think we got to take it here because I don't want to lose all those to Han, and saving one blight isn't going to make a difference because we're still going to take 3 blight in the ravage phase. Taking a 4th one isn't going to be a big difference. So destroy 2 explorers among lands with beasts. All right, that's cool. And coordinated strikes, that'll take out a town at least. So deal 2 damage to that. All right, invaders ravage in the wetlands. So we'll take a meaningless ravage there. We'll take a ravage here, and then we will blight the island. Aid from lesser spirits. All right. This is going to be a fun game. River surges in sunlight will get have the strength of multitudes, I guess, for the rest of the game. And lightning will get fire in the sky. That's exciting. Okay, so we're going to cascade the blight to A1. We don't want lightning to lose its sacred site. River can tank that a lot better. Okay, so we're gathering a town in. Sorry, I just need to think for a moment now about the fact that we just suddenly got aid from lesser spirits. So we have 3 blight to work with. So lost condition blights basically no longer matter because we have so little blight to work with at all. I'm going to take a town from the mountains, and that one takes from the mountains, and this one I'm going to take from the more built-up wetland over here. And invaders explore in the wetlands again, so that's great. Let's just throw a town in A3, and I guess B8. Oh, yuck. Well, that's going to put us right on the edge. So we will do what we can about that. But we have sap the strength of multitudes and fire in the sky now, so that's really cool. Lightning is going to be able to hit its innates like nobody's business. Thundering destruction. We can now take out a city actually, so might even try to do that. I'm thinking about the city in A2. Let's see here. Well, we definitely want to push some Dahan around. I'm gonna push 2 Dahan from A3 into A2 to start setting up that land a little bit better and get our fear. And then Thundering Destruction and Shatter Homesteads. I should probably just use to clear sands. We're probably gonna hit higher tiers of our innate pretty soon here, so that's exciting. So Shatter Homesteads, let's just take out A4, and Thundering Destruction, let's take out B5. All right, so let's reclaim his river, gain a minor. Call to Isolation is kind of interesting. Could give us some useful control ability, like pushing the town out of B3, for example. Gift of Living Energy, probably not too important. I think Lightning is going to be fine for energy this game. Shadows of the Burning Forest isn't very appealing right now. Mountains and jungles aren't really issues, and we have to be at range 0 anyway. So, and then Terror Turns to Madness has the best elements, but I don't know if we really care that much about the fear and the strife. I'm waffling between Call to Isolation and Terror Turns to Madness here. I think Terror Turns to Madness is probably a little bit better. Call to Isolation can solve some problems, push some Dahan, but I don't think it's going to do. I think the fear is going to be more important because that's a lot of fear, and we're gonna be stuck on Terror 1 for a while. Lightning, we're gonna reclaim. I am gonna go ahead and gain a minor this turn rather than a major. I've previously generally gained majors, but if I gain a minor, I can still keep Raging Storm and actually play it for once, which feels weird and wrong, but you know, whatever. Renewing Rain might be kind of nice, actually. Clean up some blight to try and help us survive this onslaught of angry cows. Scour the Land is definitely not getting picked, as cool and as powerful as it is. this is just not going to be helpful right now. We don't have the blight budget to work with. Thriving choke fungus, kind of cool, especially when you can speed it up. But I don't think it's actually going to be all that useful, and it doesn't have good elements. Really, quicken the earth's struggles. It's a little bit on element, but I'm just kind of meh on range 0 defend with lightning in a sacred site. It could potentially defend A5, but we're likely to just hit A5 with Raging Storm this turn. I think I'm going to take Renewing Rain, which feels weird a little bit, but like we might actually clean up some blight with it. I guess there's only one blight in a jungle or sand. Or no, two blights in a jungle or sand. Okay, so yeah, we can play it at least twice. So let's do that. Yeah, that feels wrong. All right, I'm not going to play Renewing Rain this turn, though, because I want to blow up 2 buildings with my innate to actually take out probably B6 here. I think A2 is fine to build a town. And then River, we're going to be able to play 3 cards. We're not quite going to be able to max our innate, even with Sap the Strength of Multitudes. So let's play Boon of Vigor for sure. I guess Terror turns to Madness. We'll get the extra fear, and then if we play something with Sun, we can do shenanigans with our innate at level 2, which seems useful. Potentially clear out like B1 or something like that. So I think I want to do that. I'm just trying to decide which one I actually want to play. Probably River's Bounty. Get more Dahan spawned on the board. So let's try this out. Boon of Vigor on Lightning. Lightning's Boon on River. Let's see. We are about to Ravage in the Sands. So let's... Oh, we can just Fire in the Sky B3. That's great. And then I wanted to Raging Storm up here. Did I want to do anything else before I do that? I suppose I could actually... No, I can't actually hit that land with Rivers Innate. I'm not close enough to B6. So Thundering Destruction will hit B6, take out the 2 towns. Sap the Strength of Multitudes. Oh, we do have a defend as well. Maybe I should have... Well, let's just do it here. We'll go overkill on that land. Massive Flooding. I want to take out a town and push the rest of this stuff into probably B2 here. And then River's Bounty and Terror turns to Madness. Neither of those seems all that useful immediately. Terror turns to Madness could get us closer to another Fear card if we get the right event. So that's probably what I'll use fast here. I want a Raging Storm here. Shatter Homesteads. Let's see. Wetlands are about to build. If I Shatter Homesteads in A1, then I don't actually get a town pulled into A5. So that's kind of nice. Harbingers of the Lightning. There isn't really anywhere I want to push Dahan into. So I think we can actually just save both of those for later. Blow up the town one of the towns that comes into here. Try and do our best with that. So let's just Terror turns to Madness at this point. Get 3 fear, and do we want to get a second fear card? Because we could, if we Shatter Homesteads, we'll get a second fear card guaranteed. How important is that? I think I'd rather delay it just because we are at Terror 1 and most of these problems are relatively solved. So if we were at Terror 2, I'd probably go for the extra fear card, but we don't really need a Fear Trust Fall right now, so I'd rather save the fear card for later. So let's finish using powers. New species spread. Okay, we're going to get the fear card anyway, because I'm definitely transmuting the worst of the species. We do not have the blight budget to let the invasive species bloom. So we will transmute the worst. We're probably going to have to forget Terror Turns to Madness to do that, which is fine. I just am trying to take a look at all of our cards. Yeah, so River can forget Terror Turns to Madness. Good thing we used it first. I don't really want to pay energy with River if I can help it. I don't really want to pay energy with Lightning either, for that matter, but let's pay. So next turn we're gonna have 3, 4, 5 energy for River. We only really need 3, so, and we can pay 2 energy with River, and then Lightning. Whoops, skip. Let Lightning do it. Lightning will pay the last 2. And then we get some beasts. Let's throw the beast in the giant built-up coastal lands. Half the boards rounding up add disease to a land with both Dahan and invaders. Let's see. Oh, Lightning doesn't have any lands with Dahan. That's unfortunate. So let's put that disease. Let's put that disease in A2. Because that's going to actually like save us a town right away at the cost of a Dahan. And River gets an energy back. All right, each player may push up to 2 from an inland land. Neat. That's great. We can shove these 2 into the corner, I think. Probably the corner, because we don't really want them building in this wetland either, and I don't really want them ravaging in this sand. Although I suppose like putting 1 in the sand isn't too bad, given that we know what the event isn't gonna mess us up. Let's just shove them both in the corner with the Dahan, and then. Oh, actually, undo that. Each player may push up to 2, so we can actually chain the pushes because there's no other inland ones to push basically, and we can then push them all the way over to this jungle over here. Get them out of the way. Each player adds a strife to a town. All right. Well, we probably want to strife the town in A1 because it'll get pulled into A5, and then we can just pull some Dahan in with River's Bounty and murder it. And then we probably want to do A2 because then we can blow up the city there with Lightning and try and set up a counterattack with Sap the Strength of Multitudes. I think is reasonable. So invaders ravage in the sands, build in the wetlands. Oh, actually, I could gather the town from A1 into there. No, I don't want to do that. I want that town. All right, jungles explore. Let's throw these towns, these escalation towns. You can have a city. Cities aren't scary with Habsburg. Aren't that scary anyway. And let's go for here. All right, so River's Bounty here. Let's pull in these Dahan. Harbingers of the Lightning. I want to put more Dahan into here. Right now we're looking at 7 damage coming in there, so I should probably shatter homesteads in that land. We should have enough destruction next turn to handle these 2. Actually, maybe I should shatter homesteads one of these so that I can Thundering Destruction here and take out a city and a town next turn. I think am I gonna have enough energy for that? I should just barely have enough energy for that. So let's do that. Let's take out this one instead, and then we'll maybe even try and shove more stuff in there in a moment. So for now, though, let's go ahead and get River. I want to get to. I think I want to get to 4 card. Do I want to get to 5 card plays? I just forgot my 5th card, so maybe not. Let's have River go ahead and chain its way over to land 2 and get a sacred site going there. We could potentially build up somewhere else, but I think I want to be in that land. I am going to go through the mountain again. And I'm going to take the 2 energy instead of the 5 card plays. I want to take Boon of Vigor back. Play these 3. If only we had another sun. That's fine. Lightning's going to reclaim. I want to take a minor. Sunset's fire flows across the land is actually really interesting here. Because we have a fair amount of energy, and that would let us actually ping some explorers. I don't think there's enough spots where it's actually useful, though, so maybe that's not so good. Veil the Knight's Hunt could be useful, hitting something like B8. Here there be monsters, I don't think is all that good right now. Pull Beneath the Hungry Earth, also not all that great. Yeah, here there be monsters, just to get the pushes out doesn't seem too good with Lightning's inability to get more lands with inland lands with invaders very easily. I think Veil the Knight's Hunt is probably the best one, because that lets us like ping B8 this turn potentially, and just solve that corner. Whereas Sunset's Fire flows across the land, we have to... I really like the fear, and I like the fire and water, is the reason I'm hesitating on this. It doesn't have air, though, and it is slow. You know, I'm just going to try it. It's a new power. I haven't played with it yet, in digital at least. So I'm gonna just go for that, and we'll try it out. Certainly cheaper than playing Raging Storm this turn, and that'll let us still hit our 3rd level innate for 2 destructions. And if we do manage to get extra presence off our track somehow at some point, then that'll be really nifty too for solving or for getting our maxed out innate. So let's do that. Boon of Vigor, get some energy. Lightning's Boon, speed up river. I want a Sunset's Fire in, I think, land 8 over here. And I'm going to skip the extra damage because I don't want to spend the energy on that. We could Flash Floods B1, actually. That might not be too bad. I need to sap the Strength of Multitudes here, as well as I think I'm going to Thundering Destruction there, yeah. Take out the city and the town. Lightning has how much air? 1, 2, 3, 4, and we only had 4 slow powers, so that's good to go. We do still have Fire in the Sky, which is probably best used... Actually, let's do that on B1, because then we can Strife that, and we can Harbingers a Dahan in there. 2 Dahan in there, probably. Just to get that land under control. Massive Flooding. I think I want to hit A3 with that. But I actually want to like take out the explorers and push the town and the explorer that are left into A2. That's probably more dangerous than let's take out the town and shove the explorers into here, because then that should still it won't quite clear, but that's okay. That land is going to be in much better shape as a result of that. Flash Floods and Wash Away we still have, as well as 1 Shatter Homesteads. The Shatter Homesteads I probably want to save to target B8 after they build, because I don't have another way to handle that land. Flash Floods, I think I'd like to just ping a town on the coast. I think I want to take out B3 with that. And then Wash Away, we probably should save for the slow to try and shove things out of B4, maybe into B2. Yeah, I think we need to save everything else for the slow phase. So let's do that. So finish using powers. Just double check that I'm not missing something obvious. We are at Terror 1, I believe, still. So after the first successful build action, add an explorer to each adjacent land without invaders. Okay, that's fine. Beast chase off homesteaders. I don't think that's going to do anything. And at their gates demanding redress is not going to do anything. So... Oh, no, wait. We do have beasts. Do we want to push some explorers? I don't really want to. I like them concentrated where they are. I guess we could push an explorer from B2 into B1. So let's push one explorer in. And then for the other board, I'll push up to 2, but I think I want to push 0. So let's leave that alone. All right, during the next normal explore, skip the lowest numbered land. All right, that's great. Ravaging the wetlands. We are going to take out the town and a bunch of explorers. Take out town and some explorers. We get to Terror 2. Invaders build in the jungle. Let's go ahead and build in B4 first. And then we can add an explorer to, let's say, B3. And then invaders explore coastal lands. All right. So, what do we want to do here? We want to shatter homesteads here. Take care of that. We're not going to be able to do that soon once we get those durable towns, but that's fine. And then I think I want to wash away everything from B4 into B2, and we'll just wipe out all the buildings next turn in the fast, and that should be victory. So let's do this. We're going to reclaim cards on river, take a miner. Doesn't really matter what we take. We're just going to play our basic hand anyway. Let's take Rights of the Lands Rejection. I love that card. And then Lightning, we need Lightning's Boon back, so we will reclaim, and we will take, oh, what the hey, let's take a major, see if we can get something funny. Ooh, Angry Bears. I don't think that's actually very helpful, but that's fun. Transform to a Murderous Darkness. Got great elements, but otherwise not too appealing. Sleep and Never Waken. We are in a sand, and we could do some stuff with that potentially. I don't think we have the elements to threshold it. We're not gonna play whatever we got from here because we don't need to win the game. So let's just take Sleep and Never Waken. We'll forget Renewing Rain. River plays most of its hand. Lightning plays Lightning's Boon to speed up River. We are at Terror 2. There are no towns I'm missing, I'm pretty sure. We can just play the rest of Lightning's hand just in case. Oh, what the hey? Let's play Raging Storm instead. And then finish playing cards, and then because I like to goof around, let's Raging Storm this wetland. Why not? Don't forget Boon of Vigor, Lightning's Boon. Wash away a couple of explorers into this big land. Oh, actually, we don't even need River to do its innate. We can just Thundering Destruction. Oh, no, we can't. Never mind, we do need River to do its innate. Thundering Destruction doesn't have the range, because we grew over that way instead of over that way, which is fine. And then Flash Floods finish it off, and that should be the game. Shouldn't waste time. Should just finish it off. But all right, that's level 3 of Habsburg. Feeling a little trickier now, but I think that the real wall that we're going to run into comes at the next level. So we're going to have a lot of fun with that. See if Lightning can still destroy towns once they're all durable, and if River can find a way to make its 2 damage go a little bit further by letting Blight around. Yeah. If you've got thoughts on the game, feel free to connect with me in the comments below or on Discord. Thanks so much for watching, though, and look forward to the durable next time. Take care, everyone.